I do have skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
So, it reads as follows, and this was on the 9th of the 3rd, 3 days after the issuance. Hi Julianne, Eileen, Wendy and others. On the 6th of March 2018, a friend of ours discovered when arriving home a parking ticket, NZES, reference number AA10723. Through inquiry, we have ascertained that the vehicle in question may have been there for no more than 7 minutes, while the driver had patroned Supervalue. We attempted to contact New Zealand Enforcement Services and discovered the only options were to leave a message and private personal details, go online and pay the fee without proof of contract, or in writing contact appeals, again supplying private personal information. We attended 429 Titirangi Road on the 7th of March. Got a flat tyre on the fucking way there too, Titirangi Road, man. Disgusting. Second flat tyre in 3 weeks. Into the sidewall too, so I had to actually replace the whole tyre. I'll show you. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's stick a little video of that in now. Gosh, I might have to stop at a car park somewhere and check my tyres. Do you think a car park's nearby that I can go to? I wonder if there's any around 429 Titirangi Road. Okay, flat tyre to change. Yeah. Picked up something halfway up Titirangi Road. Alright people, space saver's on, it is now 20 past 1. Punctured tyres at the back, looks like a nail. Cunty, eh? Right, so, where were we? We attended 429 Titirangi Road on the 7th of March, 1 day later, to find inconsistent enforcement, no signage or terms of entry situated at the entrance of the site, and many signs relating to 3 separate towing companies and many overstayers. Many overstayers means there was a shitload more people parking there over 60 minutes, because I was there, we'll say, for 60 minutes, and other cars that were there before me were still there after I left. A Mini, registration HUQ709, which ironically is parked there again today, because I have a person that might just be travelling past there every day taking note, was documented being parked in a no parking area directly behind the main sign for more than 3 hours. We suspect this to belong to one of the businesses given the lack of enforcement, and suspect special treatment to this vehicle owner. The notice has no identifier of the issuer, which is in breach of mandatory rules. The notice has no relevant breach identified. They haven't ticked any of their boxes. And the notice implies proceedings will occur, inferring court process is inevitable and breaches the code of practice for parking enforcement on private land by doing so. We require that your business conform with the code of practice to which NZES does not appear to be a signatory of, and we have yet to be informed otherwise. Due to the numerous signs all over this site, what grace period is offered to those that do not agree or contract to these terms and conditions? Note that the Supervalue Terms and Conditions, section 5I, states that you are not to leave your vehicle on the property. How is one to go shopping and reach any entrance without doing so? You literally have to walk off of the car park site onto the sidewalk to get to these businesses. So, and according to this condition, not to violate. So yeah, how can you do that without, violating their terms? The appropriate photograph and documentation will be attached. Publications of these practices will be forthcoming. We suggest this unlawful notice be discharged. Note that there is also no mention of any reminder notice and implies debt collection of proceedings after 21 days. Another breach of the Code of Practice, which I also attached. Failure to respond within 7 days shall be construed that DMOP, Supervalue, Village Dental are aware of these unlawful activities and choose not to act to correct these issues. DMOPs remain silent during this entire thing. Notice, all correspondence shall be published in accordance with the New Zealand Bill of Rights Act 1990, Section 14, for maximum accountability and transparency. Should you wish to contact us direct, call me, cell phone number provided, or respond via email. Silence shall be deemed as passive acquiescence. Warm regards, me. P.S. One of our many channels has over 1,350 subscribers and over 540,000 views. And a large public interest will be following this and with anticipation. How this matter is reconciled lays in your responses. And then attached is a whole heap of different photos, copy of the actual notice that I showed you there, because see my friend's been out and given it to me now. Photographs of the Mini that's unlawfully parked, Code of Practicing for Enforcement, Fair Trading Act, New Zealand Bill of Rights, Serious Fraud Act, Summary Proceedings Act. These are the things I sent as references. So that was on the 9th of March. I also got a response back from Supervalue on the 9th of March. Hi Mark, my apologies regarding this incident that occurred a few days ago. No need to apologise, bro. We do not deal with, nor have we dealt with, the company mentioned. Our registered monitoring company, as highlighted on the signage, is Elite Parking Services, and I give them a call shortly. We have not enforced any parking fines for our shoppers and continue to monitor parking times internally with a give and take approach, and so they fucking should. The 6 reserved car parks for the Dental Centre and DMOP, I suggest you liaise with these organisations regarding any issues as to the vehicle that was parked in one of these parking spaces. Was it? Please contact me should you have any further queries. My details are below. Regards, and I'll keep your name out of it. Because the Village Dental's email doesn't like big stuff being sent to it, it got bounced. So unfortunately Supervalue got sent this like 4 times, and there's this lovely little chain from the internal workings of Progressive and Supervalue telling someone to please deal with this matter. But yeah, as far as Supervalue is concerned, I have no issue. They've responded straight away. They've helped me out. They've given me the information I needed, and the chicken nibbles are also really nice too. So yeah, as far as Supervalue is concerned, I really don't have an issue with. I responded back to the owner on the 9th, and I said, "Hi, manager. Thank you very much for your prompt response. It is very much appreciated. As to which park the van was parked in remains to be seen, but we can say the vehicle was purportedly only there for 7 minutes. When we returned back to investigate the situation a day later, several staff of Supervalue frequented the area during the time we were there. All were very friendly and courteous. Furthermore, upon contacting Elite Parking Services to inquire some information, they reiterated that they had not been operating at that location for some time. They were, however, surprised to know that other companies were in operation there, and had confirmed their company was a signatory of the Code of Conduct." Hello, is that Elite Parking Services? I've got a question for you. I was over at the 429 Titirangi Road by Supervalue there. On your sign there, you're to do with the Supervalue car parks, is that right?
That one in particular, yes.
Yeah, cool. I noticed on your policy here, or on your small print under section 5, violations of terms and conditions, your section I says you must not leave the property without your vehicle. So how are you supposed to go shopping?
Well, the car park is for the use of customers on Supervalue.
Sure, but you would have to leave the property to go to Supervalue. You have to go...
There's only for use of customers that are going to Supervalue. If you park there and leave the property and conduct business elsewhere.
Oh, okay. So as long as I go to Supervalue while parked there, I can do other things?
Well, no, because that car park is only for customers of Supervalue.
Yeah, but if
Running car spaces for the neighbouring businesses.
okay.
But if you conduct your business at Supervalue, that still does not make it okay to then later take your business to neighbouring stores.
But if I'm still within the time limit, how is there an error?
Well, because you're taking up customer parking. Those car spaces are for people that are going to spend their time in Supervalue.
Okay. Well, just for example, I park there, I need to shoot across the road to use the public toilets before going shopping at Supervalue because they don't offer public toilets for use. I would still have to be leaving that property and therefore violating your terms.
Yes.
So you would give me a ticket if I shot over to use the toilet before shopping at Supervalue?
Well, you just answered that question yourself, sir. You are in violation by doing that, yes.
So to get to Supervalue's entrance, I would have to go onto a public property. So by leaving to get to the entrance of Supervalue, I would still be leaving the property and therefore violating.
Well, no, because you'll be inside Supervalue conducting your business inside Supervalue. You're parked on their car park conducting your business inside Supervalue.
And there's no direct access from that car park to the front of the store unless you access it by the public.
Provided that you're parked there and
Yeah.
conducting your business inside Supervalue, you're
Cool.
If you park there, take your business elsewhere for any reason, you're in violation of the terms and conditions of the property. The car park is for Supervalue customers only. Pretty straightforward.
Well, those parking spaces in that car park are?
Yes.
Yeah, because
If you're going
it's...
to park there, you should only be inside Supervalue conducting your business.
Okay, so yeah, that seems pretty clear as mud. The other questions I have are you signatory to the what's it called? Let me find the name. Code of Practice for Parking Enforcement on Private Land.
Private land.
It's a code of practice. So just wondering if you're a signatory.
I am aware of it. Yes.
Okay, so is there any grace period offered to the people that park there?
For people to park there for purpose for the customers of Supervalue?
No, a grace period to read the terms and conditions.
Well, the terms and conditions signage is on the property.
Yeah, it should be at the entrance of the property, and you actually have to be on the property before you can access it to read it. There's nothing on the entrance there.
But there are multiple signs throughout the car park itself.
Yeah, but there should be,
I do believe.
according to the code of practice, there should be some there at the entrance for people to be able to view before entering.
Before entering?
Yeah.
And there's one entry, and there's no signs there?
No.
No.
I also, while I was there on the 7th, noticed that there was a Mini parked in the no parking spot there for over 3 hours. So I'm wondering about the continuity of the enforcement. It seems to be selective.
Selective?
Yeah, well, if like for instance, a friend of mine got a ticket being parked there for 7 minutes. So how can a Mini be parked in a no parking spot for 3 hours and not be enforced?
7 minutes.
Yeah.
You have a copy of the invoice, your friend does, and sort of how recent?
My friend does, yeah. I don't think it was from you guys though. I think it was from New Zealand Enforcement Services.
New Zealand Enforcement Services?
Yeah.
Part of the same area?
Yeah. See, because there's elite towing, there's your elite parking services, there's amalgamated towing, there's New Zealand Enforcement Services as well that are all issuing tickets in that same place. Whether they're working for DMOP or whether or not they're working for Village Dental, it seems that every individual business is employing a different towing company, and you all have different fees and different regulations. So
You actually haven't operated there in quite some time.
oh, so why are your signs still there then? I mean, obviously that's where I got your number from.
The contract is with the landowner, and obviously the landowner requested that our sign still be there, but we haven't actually operated there in quite some time.
Oh, okay.
Services have not been needed there, or as you discussed, there are multiple enforcement companies that have been operating there.
Yeah, it just causes confusion to when you see, you know, multiple signs from multiple different companies.
I do understand what you're saying.
Yeah, and you don't have the time to stand there and read them all, although I took the time to go there for an hour a couple of days ago and record everything and video and photograph everything, so yeah, and well, for my friend anyway. Yeah,
I agree with what you're saying, that there shouldn't be. I mean, well, that's the problem. There's a number of enforcement companies that are operating on the same property, which...
So, would they not have to be...
For signage doesn't... I actually wasn't aware that there were other enforcement companies that were there, which is probably why the landowner has the way he stand down from enforcing on the property.
Oh, that could be it.
Time ago. But has requested that our signage still stays up.
Cool. Oh no, fair enough. It's always a deterrent. Okay, well that's brilliant. Thank you very much for answering me. So, is Elite a signatory of that code of practice or not?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. Cheers. Have a good day, eh?
Good to hear. We have not been in contact with Amalgamated Towing and have not heard back from NZES, Village Dental or DMOP. Time will tell. Again, thank you, and we will keep you informed as to any other responses from DMOP, Village Dental or NZES, along with any conclusion and or publication yet to be released. Do you know who the owner of this Mini HUQ 709 is? Would we be correct in presuming DMOP or Village Dental? Warmest regards, P.S. The chicken nibbles we purchased from Supervalue were delicious. And he responds back with, "Hi Mark, unfortunately I wouldn't know who owns the below mentioned car. Regards." Him again. So yeah, brilliant. I got no issues at all with Supervalue. Okay, so
I will look for you. I will find you.